a stew.
A pinch of salt and laughter too.
A scoop of kids to add the spice.
A dash of love to make it nice. And you've got
Too many cooks.
too many cooks.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Takes a lot to make a stew.
When it comes
Yeah,
to
no,
me
not a thing.
and you.
You got money, make sure you head your ass.
Yeah, I can't hear you guys because you guys can't actually talk to me.
3 hearts. Oh! Play to rest. Come on. Before you wipe your butt, wipe from the front to the back. Never back to front. Give me your money. Ice cream, yeah, whatever that shit is, right? I don't care about their comfort. The egg will always persist. Let me cook. Let me cook. Daddy. Ah!
Mixing out.
You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. You know when you gotta, you know, I never get a sponsorship from them because I curse too much. Fuck you guys. Fuck. You guys won't hear me speak another word for the whole stream.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Fuck.
Too many cooks.
You know what dirt smells like?
Takes a lot to make us
Especially when
I've been waiting. Fiber. Oh, this is how you make me feel. Then your mom in front of the Hoover Dam. This bird is gonna fucking squirt all over me. No, I'm not good. I'm the best. No, I was on Iron Chef.
Folks, you guys on TikTok, you guys are
Fuck Bobby Flay.
everything. 1 second, I'm still kind of getting everything kind of set up.
It takes a lot to make a stew.
It's coming, it's coming. Don't worry.
and laughter too.
A scoop of kids to add the spice.
A dash of love to make it nice. And you've got
Too many cooks.
too many cooks.
Too many cooks. Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Too many cooks.
Takes a lot to make a stew.
When it comes
All right.
Yeah, no, not a thing.
You got money, make sure you head your ass.
All right. I can't hear you guys because you guys can't actually talk to me.
3 hearts. Oh! Play to rest. Come on. Before you wipe your butt, wipe from the front to the back. Never back to front. Give me your money.
Why not? Why not?
Ice cream, yeah, whatever that shit is, right? I don't care about Jesus Christ. This whole time I've been muted. Thank you for fucking telling me about it. But this whole time. That pisses me off. That makes me... Oh, I've been talking this whole time. God, that sucks ass. Oh, that pisses me off. God, I wish people, you know, especially those of you who know who, you know. Oh, that sucks. Anyways, we'll bring this up to a boil. And then once it's up there, we are going to kill the heat as low as possible. We cut off all the fucking silver skin. That's what we're doing. Add your salt. Let the salt, through osmosis, do its fucking job. Blah, blah, blah. There, you're caught up. You're caught up now, guys. You're caught up now. There. God. Holy, it took 10 years. Fuck, that pisses me off. And you know what? Here's the thing. Like, 10 minutes before my stream, my computer did a hard reset. So some of the settings on here, like, just reset itself. So I was like, well, that fucking explains everything. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, put this in your fridge overnight. If you guys know you're gonna eat your food or salt it, make sure that you are salting it ahead of time. Do it 24 hours ahead. It's good. The salt's gonna get in the meat, and it's gonna make every bite actually like flavorful, and you're not gonna over salt the meat. If you don't have any room in your fridge, eat your fucking leftovers. Do it. There you go. There. That's all I had to say. So thank you, Batman, for telling me that I was muted, because otherwise I would have done this whole fucking stream thinking that I wasn't muted. You know? And it's not just you guys on TikTok, it's everyone on Twitch and YouTube. That's all muted too, which would have not been very cash money. Oh, that sucked. Alright, anyways, the show must go on. So, we are at a boil, which is great, and we are going to get rid of the cover, because we are definitely not going to need this anymore. We are going to turn this down on low as we can currently. And then we are going to add our schmeaten. And you know what? I'm actually going to cut it like so. So that way we are making sure that it will fit all together. Now, from here is where we let everything kind of happen, let it do its job. We do not want to cover it, right? But we do want to make sure that our pork is as submerged as possible, right? So, if you don't know where the heat source is coming from, guys, the heat source is all coming from the very bottom. It's coming through here. So, periodically, we are going to have to turn over the pork loins, right? Now, we want to get our internal temperature on this to about 130 degrees. We don't want it to get anywhere near 140, because then the proteins will start to seize all the way up back again, right? So we're going to let this do its thing. It's going to take some time, but we have a lot of other shit we want to do before then, right? So let this do its thing. After every few minutes, we are going to turn it over. Now, and it's going to be Gucci, right? So let's go ahead and wipe off our Wooks Plus, right? And then let's go ahead and get some extra stuff going. Do-do-do. Bird's eye view, so you get to see what the bird's eye see. So we got some negi. This is some older stuff that was in my fridge, which is Gucci. Make sure you use up all the stuff that you have, because that's important. We're going to cut up 2 areas of this and get rid of all of the gnarly looking stuff. And I'll show you guys how to do some strippage. But we will organize our greens as seen fit. So this end that I just cut, I'm going to make sure that it's all together. That one I can get rid of here. These I will get rid of here. Make sure that these are nice and even. And then from here, just cut off this tip. And now, notice how it's a tube? I can tubular write it. We are going to just make sure we cut one side, so that way it is flat. So we have a flat piece of scallion. So we can get these nice long you know, actual cuts to it. Like so. That's a bad one. Now, if you guys cut it in half too, that's not the end of the world. Just doing it like this means I have to do less cuts. That's all. Alright. Well, this one's already kind of splitting. It's fine. Like so. Because of the amount of gas I have on this, I have to also periodically double check this. And we just want to lay them flat on top of each other. This way we get the nice long pretty negi cuts or scallion cuts, right? That you see the ramen people do. Come on, slimy piece of fuck. We'll do 4 pieces right now, and then we'll just... There we go. Nice and skinny like so. So nice and skinny scallions. Gonna be so goddamn tasty, yeah. Fucking, ooh, that was almost bad. Scallions, ooh. Hey, thank you so much, Zaran. Dude, I try so hard. Look, hold on. I try so hard to make this a high effort thing. I do so much production and all that stuff, and I care. Plus, I have fun with this. But thank you. Thank you for appreciating. It means a lot. It means a lot. Right? So, and we are also like, we're multi-streaming too. We're on TikTok. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. I'm doing a lot, and we're only growing. We're only growing even more. All right, back to the action. All right, so back to here. And again, we have all of our negi kind of screened out. Now, if I brought up the ice water initially, what I would do is shock this into the ice water. What would happen with this is they would actually create ribbons. They will curl up aggressively and do its job. However, I think I'm going to try to do it. In the meantime, it's just strips, right? But you put it in the ice water shock, they will curl up, and you got nice bunches and everything. I actually, you know what? I'm going to try to do just as cold water as possible through my sink, because it is Washington, and we are cold as fuck here, right? So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and I'm just going to put this in the freezer. Now, we are going to check out our pork loin, and I'm hearing the flame die, and it just died. That's fine. It's perfect timing, guys. Perfect timing. Where are my tongs? Oh, they're right here. All right, so go ahead and turn this off, and we're going to change our gas, but we are going to turn this over, right? Now, two reasons why we have to turn this over periodically. Let's say that the liquid was all the way. Which mask? I have like 3. Also, I'm not going to do it because it's a pain in the ass to cook with them. Trust me, it's really, really hard. So the big reason why is because the heat source, the heat element from the bottom, right? So one side's going to cook way faster than the other side. So we have to periodically just go back and forth, right? Like so. Turn it back on as low as possible. And before we flip it again, we are going to check our temperature. Again, we do not want this to reach a certain level of temperature, right? Because we don't want our pork seized. We want it to be as fork tender as possible. So this can go in the trash. All right, we got that. And you know what? I was also in the mood for some bok choy, but before we do that, we are going to cook the whites on this, or cut the whites. We're going to keep some of that for something else, a different project. Notice, here's a trick for you guys. Notice how I'm keeping the rubber band on. Keep your fucking rubber band on when you're cutting the whites. Why not? You're doing the same thing when you do asparagus. Do it for here too. It's awesome. It's awesome, right? So we are just going to do straight down the middle for this. Nothing super fancy. And this is also going to kind of give some contrast into our dish. Just a tad. Like so. All right. And we will go ahead and put all these in a container right here. Deli cup, I love my deli cup. Am I Mexican or Asian? Hey, what? Why do you say that? Genuine question. What makes you think that? Genuine question. All right, we are going to get rid of these. You know what? Yeah, we'll get rid of them for now because I don't want to over season our broth because we did some crazy stuff. Crazy cool stuff with that. Did some crazy cool stuff. All right. So we got that there. And now we are going to cut some bok choy. Cut some bok choy. This is on as low as possible. And we do have our thermometer. It's funny because I'm actually... so, Japanese and Mexican is my heritage. It's funny that you say that. But I'm not Mexican by blood. I am Japanese by blood, but I'm Mexican because my dad, when my mom married my dad and everything, my family is Mexican. So I know a ton about Mexican food. I know as much about Mexican food as I know about Japanese food, which is a lot. A majority of the cookbooks I have kept after my book sale are Japanese and Mexican cuisine. So because of that. Not because of it, but it's, you know, my reference books. So we are only at 77 degrees, so we still got some time, which is good. Again, we don't want to put a lid on this. This is something that we want to consistently monitor. If we overdo it, if we don't monitor, like I said, this is one of those things that we just want to just pay attention to, right? Now, the reason why I salted this, even though this is seasoned, two reasons. Because the salt is actually going to permeate the meat, and there's not enough salt in the actual broth, like actual salt. Soy sauce does not equal salt, all right? Don't let anyone tell you. Sure, it's sodium, but it's not salt, and it won't permeate the ingredients the way that you guys think it will. Sure, you can cook it into, but it's only gonna go into the food as much. So after a few bites, you're gonna lose that flavor. But salt, it'll stay consistent through osmosis, right? Boneless Venus, ugh. So we're still gonna let this cook, but in the meantime, we had some leftover bok choy from yesterday's stream as well. I figured it'd be really cool, like towards the, once this is done, we'll cook some bok choy in this itself, pull it away, and then serve it with it again. Because I love the flavor of what cabbage can contribute to, like, broths. It's one of my favorite ingredients just to put in a broth. It's just, and especially pork and cabbage. When I make pork meatballs, I always put cabbage in them. Always, always, always. It's one of my favorite flavor combinations, pork and meatballs. Or pork and cabbage, right? So we're just going to go ahead and do this, like so. And we're only going to do, like, you know, this much bok choy. Because I'm not going to eat all that tonight. I'm going to eat all this tonight. I'm not going to eat all that tonight. But I'm going to have a different idea for that. But nothing I'm going to be able to stream for you guys. Because for the next couple of days, I'm going to be at the restaurant. So you'll see restaurant streams, for sure. They're just not going to be as high quality as these. Will I do chicken? I will do chicken, of course. I'm only doing pork because I've had this in the fridge. There's a sale. I had it. I was like, okay, I have to cook this. And I was like, let's go ahead and try it. Let's go ahead and do it, right? But I will, of course, I'll do chicken. I'll even do vegan dishes too. Like I'm actually a big proportion for vegan and seafood. So, you know, don't miss out on me. You know, follow me. Subscribe is even better. But you know, I can only do so much. But even if you don't want to like look at the pork aspect of it, the technique of it is something that you can carry on to chicken tenderloins too. So chicken tenderloins will cook a lot like a chicken breast, except much more aggressively because of where it's at on the bird. So if you use this same technique on a chicken tenderloin, you are going to have an extremely tender tenderloin. That's the whole point of the name, right? And that's the whole point of this stream, is actually to show you guys that this technique will, for any animal that has a tenderloin, this technique is going to translate to that animal. You got a deer, tenderloin. You got an elephant, I don't fucking know, but we'll just say it is tenderloin. You got a lion, tenderloin. I don't know if cats actually have tenderloins now I think about it. I don't know. Haven't eaten a cat. You got a crab? That won't work because crabs don't have tenderloins. There. Got you guys. Gotcha. Haha. Fooled you. Haha. Anyways. Don't look down on me. Too late. Too late. It's okay, Malik. It's okay. So we are going to flip this again. Because like I said, we do not want our... I don't want one side to overcook more than the other. Now, guys, in retrospect, this is going to look a lot more gray than a normal piece of meat than you guys are normally looking it for. When you're looking for like a really nice piece of meat, it will come off a lot more gray, right? So that's okay though, because it's going to make up for it when you eat it. It's one of those like, try the gray stuff, it's delicious. This is one of those recipes where it really fucking translates into. Not necessarily the sauce itself or the broth, because you can make the broth to whatever the fuck you want. You know, you can just do plain ass water. It's gonna be fine. But the texture is gonna be, the texture is what you're looking for, right? For the tenderloin. That's the whole point of getting it, right? You're paying money for it. Get the good stuff. Get the good stuff, guys. So we're doing the do for that. Have I considered an electric cooker, or is there a reason to guess? So I do have an electric cooker. I actually have a really nice one. But the last time I used it, which was like 5 months ago, I think, I blew a fuse, so I'm scared because there's a lot of stuff in the works right here. Speaking of which, why is this one not on? There we go. There, extra light. I was like, why is that one not on? Anyways, so I got lights here, I got lights here, I got my computer, I got a fridge, I got these things. These are hydroponic growers. I got another fridge over there. I got my chargers. I got, you know, this monitor right here that I'm doing everything off of. There's a lot. You're vegan only on Friday? There's nothing wrong with that. Actually, at the restaurant that I'm working at, we are serving a vegan broccolini dish with a vegan fonduta. And pretty much what we do is like a turmeric nutritional yeast, and it tastes just like boxed macaroni and cheese. I shit you not. It's one of those things that you're kind of pissed off, and we do it with saba balsamic and a togarashi and macadamia nuts. Oh, also the fonduta is also made out of macadamia nut butter, so it's actually pretty neat. Yeah, and we do all that at the restaurant. So, how are you doing, Lana Banana? Lana Banana, Lana Banana, Banana Banana. So guys, thank you so much for coming in. You guys are making me so moist when you do it. Also, in the meantime, make sure you guys are like doing the thing and like if you're on TikTok, tap your screen, tap it like this. If you guys are on Twitch, I don't know how you guys show appreciation on Twitch, but do it. I want to see appreciation. All right. So now we got this going, right? So what we are going to do next is we'll just go ahead and get our we'll go ahead and get our udon out. There's nothing to do with the udon. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. All right, cool. That makes sense. So do you only eat meat during the weekend? Genuine question. All right. Still low, that's Gucci. Let's go ahead and check our temp on this. And we're getting there. We're at 100. Oh, that one's almost ready. It's 112. Why is this one so close? Yeah, this one right here is like super close, so we might have to pull that one a little bit earlier, which is fine. Not the end of the world, right? Oh, that's fair. Cool. I'll save you some after I eat it. I don't know how that works, but I'll save you some after I eat it. Oh, you're still expecting a DM from me. How about you DM me, because I don't have TikTok on my phone anymore, right? So when I'm on the computer, it's the only time I do it, and even then, so I kind of like forget about it. So you DM me. Thank you so much for the follow, BPY with no name 16. All right. See, guys, I have so much more space. I can do like actual dances and stuff now. I might do the worm one day. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, okay. I'll have to check it out then. I'll have to check it out. You send me another one because there's a notification I've always had, like a DM, but I just don't see it for some reason. It's dumb. It's quite dumb indeed. Quite dumb indeedy. All right. So we are still doing this. Now we do want to make sure that this rests when it is ready. Because during the resting process, it's going to continue to cook, right? So that's the reason why we only want to bring it to 130 and let it do its thing, right? I remember. All right, in the meantime, I'm gonna do this really fast. We're gonna go ahead and do this, and then I'm gonna grab a quick, like, drink a drink. And I can't put it on the camera because people are anal about, you know, brand drinks, which is stupid, but, you know, I don't control the weather. Nice cold pop. All right. Oh, I didn't hide it from you. Can't have cold pop on here. All right, cool. So this small fridge is actually pretty good. Yeah, I recommend it. So I have two small fridges. I got this one and that one over there. So that one is like, in case I don't have enough room in this one, but I rarely don't have room in here, right? So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I recommend. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would recommend. All right. We got our bok choy. So next thing is we are going to check our temp again, because like I said, and I am going to grab a plate to make sure that this can rest on here. And I kind of want you guys to see all the liquids that will come out and then come back in during the resting process. Yeah, so this one is ready to go for sure. All right. Now, you can't really replicate this in the oven because ovens don't really have the temperature control that will allow it to be this low over such a short amount of time. So I can tell that one's going to be a little longer. So let's go ahead and move this one up because for some reason that one on the top. Now, we are going to let that one rest. This one actually went over 130. So I'm curious as to why this one went over. But it's super tendies. And once it's done resting, it'll be fucking nice. It'll be super nice. It'll be nice. All right. So let that do its thing there. All right. And then we're just going to kind of aggress it a little bit more so that way the water or the braise liquid will actually aggress it on both sides, which is Gucci. Once one side starts to get looking dry, we'll flip it over again, and it should cook a lot faster that way, right? It should. What are we cooking tonight? We are cooking the perfect trick for a pork tenderloin, but it works for any tenderloin, right? Chicken, beef, whatever. Normally this recipe is used for beef, or like this technique is used for beef. It works just as good for pork, right? I do not do Uber. I do not. I was Uber stuff before Uber was a tech giant, right? Like I have Uber tattooed on my knuckles before I was a tech giant. See, I have it tattooed on my fucking knuckles. So before I was a tech giant thing, right? Very real thing, guys. You'll be surprised how often I get asked that question too, right? Let's try one more time. Yeah, Malik's known me pretty fucking long time. And I was Uber sub before I've known Malik. Yeah, so this one's ready. So they're obviously cooking a little bit faster. Oh, we got it. Yeah. So good, so good. Yeah, super OG. Alright, keep going. So, I don't know why the heating element is even more aggressive on the top, but we're just going to take advantage of that so we can get through this recipe, right? We'll just keep going the distance, going for speed. And this sauce is just, it's sex. Now, the cool thing is, when you braise, when you do the slow poach braise on here, oh, thank you, it smells fire. If you guys were here in the very beginning of the stream, you would notice that this did not look as cloudy. All that cloudiness that you are seeing on there is actually fat granules that is coming from the tenderloin. So the pork is actually contributing flavor into this fucking broth right now, which is going to make this whole soup gonna be better. And also that fat is going to kind of help stick to those noodles when we slurp them up, right? Make them super nice and dank. That's what the kids say, right? Dank. All right, let's double check this one. It's feeling like it's there. And I feel like it's almost there. And I feel... This one's over. That's okay. We'll see. Do I watch Hollow Live? I do not. I don't even know what the fuck Hollow Live is. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. No idea what it is. All right, we are ready. All right, so now we are going to let this rest. While that's going, we are going to add, we're going to start condensing this, right? But I want to taste this before we do that. See where we're at, because I know this is going to be way too intense for a straight soup base. I almost want to say it isn't. But we're going to add some chicken stock that I made from home. Now, if you look at this, this is pretty dark for chicken stock. The reason why it's dark is because I used red onion peels. That's the only thing. So if you want a lighter stock, don't use red onion peels. Red onion dyes stock. All right. You can go ahead and do like that much. And we are going to add a bit of salt to this. Now, another thing that we are going to do with this, once this gets to a boil, we are going to add our bok choy because I want that bok choy to kind of contribute to the flavor while it's cooking in there, right? So we're going to let that do its thing. What clip? Is that clip from Hollow Live? I don't fucking know. They say maitake, and maitake is my third favorite mushroom. So, you know what? I might do a Brawl Stars stream today. I might. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. We'll see how Gucci I'm feeling. If you guys, if I get 10 galaxies from you guys on your TikTok stuff, I will do a Brawl Stars stream every day this week. Right? If I get 10 galaxies, I'll force myself to do a Brawl Stars stream every day this week. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see what the balance is. You know what? So, we are going to actually add a little bit more of the stock. Just a little bit. We're going to add a tiny bit more salt. Oh, you sent a gift. Thank you so much for finger heart. That's what it is? Finger heart. Oh, yeah? Finger heart from our lovely member, Corpse Decay. So, thank you so much. It means a lot, man. So, do that. And then, oh, we're gonna grab our udon. We can make sure it's nice and tasty. Now, I am not gonna make my own udon noodles. I do know how to, but I will take an entire stream on doing nothing but making the noodle. That's how strenuous it is to make udon noodles, because it's just flour and water, but you have to build up the gluten in such a fashion that you have to really require force. And so literally, the most traditional way is wrapping it up in plastic and literally just damping on it because you can't, you know, generate that much pressure, right? Very traditional way. So, next, oh, thank you so much, Corpsecurry, for the gift. All right, so we are at a boil. Once it's at a boil, actually, we gotta keep it at a boil for a second. Add our bok choy. Let it be in here for a couple minutes, maybe 2 minutes, because these are babies. And we're gonna go ahead and put that right on top, right there. That is a-okay. Right. And we're gonna dance until then. All right. So we're gonna make sure that our bok choy, oh, still got some time to cook, a little bit. Bok choy is starting to die, which is good. That means that it's absorbing everything. So, do its job. It's doing it, it's doing it, it's doing it well. It's doing it, it's doing it, it's doing it well. All right, it's ready. So we're gonna go ahead and kill the heat from here. Take out our bok choy. Just let it rest there for a moment. And the reason why I did this, so that way our bok choy would contribute to the flavor. And we are ultimately going to put this back into the soup as well, right? But we are not going to need this pot anymore because we are not cooking our udon in this pot. So let me grab a hot pad, towel, and we are going to take it off. So, and we're going to put a lid on there so that way it stays hot. All right, in the meantime, I'm going to grab a small pot for our water. We are just gonna do straight water, nothing special. We're gonna do this size. All right. Fill it up really fast. And we're just going to bring this to a boil. And we're going to cook our udon noodle. Udon noodle. Ah! There she blows. Now, this pack comes in a 3-pack. It's fine. This brand is actually really good. I don't know the name of the brand. I just saw a picture. I'm like, oh, that's a good brand. If I'm being honest, that's almost how all Asians kind of shop. They're like, oh, I know that picture. That's a good brand. That's how they do it. So they rarely read the names. All right, but if we're doing soup, where's the soup bowl at? Thank you so much, Bubba Chugs. Oh shit. Ugh. Okay. We are gonna grab my favorite ramen bowl. The whale bowl. Aww. All right. And then we're gonna go ahead, grab that over there. Let me grab a little ladle for you ladies. Where the fuck did it go? Where'd my little ladle go? All I wrote for on sale. Now this pot's gonna actually, the cool thing is that this burner is a strong fucking burner, right? We don't need this. Let's go ahead and clean up our area a little bit while we are getting ready to plate. We are going to need to have space for that. We don't need our tongs anymore. Do this right here. We don't need this anymore. All right. We are going to grab our hot pad, put it right here for now. All right. Do this for now. All right. Almost ready. In the meantime, I'm gonna do another thing because I talk too fucking much, guys. So I'm gonna take another swig of this cock. Ugh. All right. Blah, blah. Okay. So, back in the Z-zone. So while that is going to boil, we are going to go ahead and cut one of our loins. So, we're just going to slice, and it's stupid easy to slice. We're going to eat some. So good. It's so good. It's so good. Oh. That lemongrass just pops the fuck out. Right? So good. We are going to put it like that. And that one was overcooked. That was the one, that was the first one we pulled out. And that's so fucking good. It's actually tender. It's not fork tender, but it's actually tender, right? Like a tenderloin is supposed to be. Alright. It's sounding boiling. So we're gonna cook our nudes. Alright. So, first things first, put all of our nudes in. Grab some chops. And it's important for us to, as soon as we can, kind of aggress it as much as we can without breaking the noodles. This way it doesn't stick on the bottom of the pot. Like so. Right? And these noodles are technically cooked already. I just want to make sure that they are tender because they're par cooked, right? They're par cooked, they're vacuum sealed, they're all pretty compact again. What we'll do, because it's now the one problem about noodles that are vacuum sealed like this is that they don't really get like super long noodles. So we are going to have to strain this out here. So I'll strain it off camera because I don't have a, drain behind me. I'm not that rich, guys. I'm not that rich. All right. Like so. It's boiling, schmoiling too. All right. Kill that heat. Let me drain this up really fast. All right. All right, we're gonna put this straight in the bowl like so. All right, we're done with this pot. We are going to add our soup base. Normally you do the soup first. I said fuck it because I'm lazy. Like so. It's looking super dark, but that's because of the dark soy. We are going to add this right in the center. And we are also going to add those scallions that we did right in the center, or right in the beginning too. So it didn't curl up the way that I was hoping, but that's fine. It's my fault. Do that. So we're just going to have a giant pile of allium right in the center. And then we are also going to add this chili crunch that we made yesterday. Woo! You thought I was going to fucking not put this in there? What are you guys, nerds? Come on, come on. So we'll give it a nice stir. And we're gonna do a dollop. Make sure we get all the nice crispy bits in there. That's right in there. And anything that's left over, swirl around so that extra fat will get there. Nice fat globules. Oh yeah, oh fuck yeah. I'm gonna add our pork. Like so. Our bok choy. Is there a smaller one? There is a smaller one. Yeah. Make it look like. Do it from there. Get the plating right. Cuckoo. All right. So we got our udon. There we go, guys. What do you guys think? Rate it from a 1 to 77,000. 77,000. While you guys rate it, I'm going to take a picture of it. Cool, cool. Come on, picture time, baby. Picture time. I will make chashu. Chashu, I'm not gonna do it next. I am planning on doing an entire week-long series on nothing but like on a single bowl of ramen. That's how much labor it takes to make a single bowl of ramen. I don't think we were talking during that time, Malik, but I made a mission to make a whole ass bowl of ramen, and I did it 2 times, and it's a whole ass labor of love, man. Whole ass labor of love. All right, so we're gonna make our super high quality picture. We're gonna go into photo mode. All right. Let's put it over here for a second. All right. We'll go into more food. Put it up here a little bit. Stupid. Hold on, wait. There we go. All right. Tasting time. Dude, there's nothing wrong with an air fryer though, right? But I don't think, the thing is, it's like, ramen is like one of the most laborious pieces of, one of the most laborious dishes that you can ever do. Like, straight up, from start to beginning, it is one of the most laborious things that you could ever think of. The broth alone is a 4-day fucking process. And that's if you do it legit. And you can even cheese it to make it a 3-day process. Like, that's how long it takes fucking demi-glace, right? All right, guys. Come on! We're gonna try it out. All right. Here we go. Just mix it all up. You know what? I don't think I needed to dilute the soup base or that sauce. Bok choy works brilliantly in there. Chili crunch is great. Ah, son of a bitch! I missed my mouth. The pork is so good. Like, it's like faux chashu, right? It's like you don't have the time to make a full-on chashu. Do a pork tenderloin, guys, and do it like this. We've been live for an hour and like 1 minute, right? That's how long it took me to do this process. Think about that. Like, next time you do it. Add an extra 20 minutes if you're going to make the broth from scratch, and that 20 minutes is literally just like building the sauce, right? No, not cold, it's so good. Ugh. Maybe. Thank you for the follow. All right. Awesome. Oh, it's so good, guys. All right. Gonna take one more bite. Maybe two before I have to kill the stream so I can clean. No problem. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you. You missed the stream, unless you were here the whole time. Maybe I'll do nothing but ASMR streams. Fuck it, right? With my delicious looking mouth. God, it's one of those dishes like I don't want to put down. See the chili oil just floating everywhere. Oh, it's great. It's fucking great. This onion, the onion crunch. Oh, so good. I'm chewing more through the bok choy than I am for the meat. And I put that in perspective. And the bok choy is blanched, it's fully cooked. It's actually like perfectly cooked. That's how tender this meat is. Guys, okay, I have to stop because I gotta clean, and no one wants to clean on a full stomach. Especially this late, guys. Alright, everyone. Thank you for coming to another episode of me cooking. I still have to come up with the fucking name for the show. So we're gonna do this. Everyone, TikTok, I love you. Make sure you, Twitch, I love you. Make sure you also, and YouTube, I promise you there's no one watching on YouTube right now. You nerds, you fucking nerds and your nerd hair. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys in a bit, perhaps if I'm on Brawl Stars, and we'll do the do.